enthusiastic anyway. Basically just following them down to the train. Luckily, I do remember some Spanish from school. He shouted 41, it's 41, this is mine. At least I do know that. It's fairly straightforward, all the different carriages are listed by letter as well. I'm F, which is there. There we go, seat 33. 31, 32, 28, 33.
Wanted her to meet Ollanta. For your love. For your love, Koshi. For your love. For our love.
Wow, what a view. So far it was a bus at 3:50, minibus to the big bus, 2 hours to Ollanta Tambo, and then the train to Agos Calientes, and then we have to get a small bus going up to Machu Picchu. So as it's turned out, I've got a private guide as well, so it's worked out nice. I think this is the queue here for the minibus. Well, this bus is going to take us up to Machu Picchu. Sí. Gracias.
Para la visita.
Por favor. We have a fox. We have pumas in Inca Trail.
No pumas, huh?
So we have wild animals here in Machu. Yeah, still nowadays. I started to work like a guide since 2006. Circuit 1.
Yeah, circuit one.
So circuit 1, yes, you can go up, but it's not included to visit the citadel.
Okay.
You understand? That's the circuit 1.
Yeah.
In the future, everybody going just the circuit one.
Right.
Nobody goes anymore to see the citadel.
Right, okay.
Why? To preserve Machu
To preserve
Picchu.
it, yeah.
Yeah? So there are, that's the reason we have now. This circuit is the better. Circuit 2.
Yeah.
Picture and citadel.
Okay.
Circuit 3, not below.
Down the bottom, yeah.
Straight. It's not included in the famous So if you see the hotel in the checkpoint,
Yeah.
like a 300-meter more up, that's
Oh.
Machu Picchu Mountain.
Okay.
Machu Picchu Mountain is higher than Huayna Picchu.
Yeah. That's why I picture.
That's the Huayna Picchu, you know. That always you can see the famous
Okay.
picture. The most important thing, those people, you know, they found before was the water for drink.
Yeah.
Water life.
Yeah, of course.
Behind the hotel, in that direction, they found the spring water.
Spring water.
From there, now they came this canal.
Yeah. I
You
can
see?
see that, yeah.
So this canal goes into the urban sector like a 750 meters.
Right.
In there are 16 fountains.
Yeah.
Still working, still running. Now.
Really?
So that's the last place that we're going to see today. Huh?
Yeah, that's right.
Huh? Nowadays, if you want to have like that kind of roof, in your countries, in another countries, it's expensive.
It is expensive.
From which place they came, that's grass from the mountains, from the Inca Trail. So that's the Huayna Picchu, means young mountain. Utucusi, happy mountain. Machu Picchu means old mountain. Yeah? All those mountains that you look here in front of you, there are the names.
What is so special?
Machu Picchu.
Yeah.
The first is the location.
The location.
Imagine it's like Machu Picchu always look like a green.
Yeah.
Never snow, never dry.
Yeah.
It's not like another places, you know, in winter it's look dry. It's like in the home, you know. If you don't have flowers, it's not look like a beautiful.
Okay.
Machu Picchu is not beautiful, it's majestic.
Okay.
The only transportation still nowadays here is train.
Yeah.
Difficult to arrive.
Yeah.
Difficult to arrive. So the location, you know. The second, you have to know it. If you see in front of you, sometimes people said, you know, Jaime, why the Incas, they choose exactly here, why not in front of that mountain?
Yeah.
Because the only place look more flat is Machu Picchu.
Yeah, I see that, yeah.
Water life, as I told you before.
Yeah.
First they found water, spring,
Yeah.
in a mountain,
Yeah.
to choose to build here in that mountain. The second, the material. The third, the microclimate, subtropical.
Yeah.
It's not too hot, not too cold, in the middle.
Yeah.
So many reasons that Incas, they choose to build here in that mountain. Finally, so the Incas, I told you before, you know, maybe, you know, one of the king, Pachacutec,
Yeah.
he designed it, he planning to build like like a summer vacation, the palace,
Yeah.
like a summer vacation of the king. When the king, when he came to here, he stayed like a 1 week. But the rest of the date of the year, who lives here in Machu Picchu? The mayor of the city. Those people we call curacas. Curacas was the mayor of the cities. Because finally the king, he lives in Cusco, which is the capital. Not here in Machu Picchu, in Cusco. Why? Because Cusco was the center of the world, the navel of the world. So that's finally Machu Picchu. It was like a religious, administrative, political, like a sanctuary. How many people do you think were living here?
The gap?
According to the archaeologists, 500, 800
500.
people.
Yeah. That's what we were told. Yeah.
So how many people they took to build? That's another question. Many thousands.
Yeah.
Different groups and different generations Machu Picchu it was built. But they were living like a 500, 800 people here. So that was, you know, so many reasons that Incas, you know, they chose to build Machu Picchu. Until nowadays, you know, people from Cusco, it's difficult to arrive. Many people from Cusco, they don't know about Machu Picchu, yeah? Why? Because maybe those people, they think that city is very expensive. Picchu. So he rediscovered in 1911. Not a long time ago, I was talking like a couple years ago.
Yeah.
So when he was looking for Vilcabamba. So what is Vilcabamba? straight, like a 70 kilometer down below from Cusco, like 8 hours by bus. So that's the place that Bingham he was looking in 1911, not Machu Picchu.
Yeah.
So when he was looking that place, Bingham he found Machu Picchu by accident, because when he passed this Urubamba Valley, he met with some local family who was living down below. So he camping next to the family house, and he asked the family if the family they knew about the lost city, about Vilcabamba. The family they didn't know, but they knew about Machu Picchu. So obviously, you know, Hiram Bingham, you know, he interesting, and he offering pay some coins for getting the next. That Hiram Bingham he rediscovered in the last expedition, 1915, the Inca Trail. Here.
That's the Inca Trail. Yeah. All
Look at straight in the mountain, look like a V shape.
I've got it. I can
That's
see
the
it,
Sun Gate.
yeah.
So if you hike the Inca Trail 4 days and 3 nights, so you can see the first view of Machu Picchu from there.
And how many? And
How many?
in terms of meters high, what's the highest point on the Inca Trail?
In meters, 4,200 meters. It's 1,000 lower meter than Rainbow Mountain.
Yeah. I wonder if I would still get altitude sickness.
So that's the height, because I had been working there.
Yeah.
2006, 2007, 2008, I did Inca Trail like one group a week.
And how many kilometers?
45 kilometers.
45.
And then you walk like
So about 11 per day.
11, 12 kilometers per day approximately. Come here.
6 weeks, I'll be there.
Where are you going?
Yeah.
You give me your cell phone? That's the main gate of the city, which is the end of the Inca Trail. Cusco, Machu Picchu. So that's the main gate of the city. 10 years that I work like a guide.
Really? So bears?
You don't see often, sometimes.
Right. I wouldn't imagine there'd be bears here.
So those buildings, the storage houses. Oh, look at the millipede. That's the millipede. Centipede. So that peak is Machu Picchu mountain, yeah? You can see people in the top of the mountain.
Yeah.
Like it's sticking out. 400 people hiking that mountain a day. Maybe you can believe much better, yeah? That's I believe in that one.
Yeah.
So this white granite stone is very hard, you know it.
Yeah.
But you have to look the natural cracks.
Yeah.
That's the cracks. Look here, a huge stone down below. There are many cracks.
Yeah, I can
cracks.
see that, yeah.
So those people will look in the natural cracks to split the stones.
Yeah.
You know the temple that you look here in front of you. It's like a sinking straight.
yeah,
You know
I can
that's
see that one
stone by stone.
Yeah.
Nothing between the rocks. That temple we call Inca Imperial Style. Imperial Style means stone by stone.
Yeah.
Stone by mortar and other constructions.
Yeah.
With mortar, with clay is rustic style.
So these smaller ones, have they
Yes,
got mortar?
that's here.
These
So
have got mortar.
There are different styles,
Yeah.
different architecture. Not always the Incas built stone by stone.
Yeah.
The Incas also built with mortar, with clay. Where? Houses,
Yeah.
agricultural terraces. How you can difference is important place or not? The architecture. If you see stone by stone, means important place.
Yeah.
How the Incas they polished beautiful like that one. They take water on the rock. They put after the water the sand from the river. After the sand, the hematite stone. You know hematite? It's like a meteorite stone. Yes, that stone, Hiram Bingham, he found it in that place. We don't have here. So the Incas, they brought it from Cusco until here.
Sure.
You understand?
Yeah,
So Hiram Bingham, he found it. That stone composed 80% with iron. So the Incas, they already knew about the iron in the stone, but not in metal.
Okay.
Why? Because the Incas, they were in Bronze Age. You know, the different section of the rock, the people, you know, maybe they made it like a holes.
Yeah.
After that, they put the wet wood. After, you know, they expand and split.
I can see how that could be done. It would take a long time, but
Yeah, long time. But normally, I told you before, the cracks. You know? Yeah. So still local people living down below. You know the houses
Oh, in those ones, yeah.
with the roof.
Yeah, I can see them, yeah.
So that's the last train station. You know, I told you before.
Yeah.
So twice a day the train goes there. In the morning, in the afternoon.
Okay.
Just local train. If you see here in front of you,
Yeah.
those natural rock formation here in the both sides is part of the mountain. So
Ah,
these
okay.
huge rocks already was here in the same place. So the Incas they took advantage, you know, that I told you before,
Yeah.
and then because if you see here in front of you, so this stone wasn't finished to polish it. You can see the big handle.
Yeah, yeah.
So what does mean? Still is in process. That those temples here that we're looking here in front of you. Sinking, what happened? You know, there is a natural fault line. There is a fault line. So nobody's perfectly. You know, the Incas before also they have some mistakes. So the huge rock here inside is the altar, you know, which just means altar is for put some special offerings. So the main temple, the temple of the god of the Incas.
Okay.
Here in the right hand side we have another temple of the 3 windows. So that's represent each window, each world. The upper world, the present and under. So the condor, so represent the word of the cat. The puma, you know, the puma, the cat, represent our life.
Yeah.
And a snake, the underworld. So means the condor was the messenger. The puma represented like a power, and a snake, the knowledge. That's the 3 important sacred animal like the Andean trilogy. Very similar like in Mexico, you know, eagle, jaguar, and snake.
Okay.
Here is condor, puma, and snake. Or with the projection of the shadows, the Incas, they knew about the season of the years. So we call like a sun clock, like a hitching point of the sun or the solar calendar. To know the season of the year, when it starts the rain and dry, harvesting and planting season. So that place, nobody's going anymore. Since last year, June, they already closed. According to the specialist, like a geologist, so that place is going to be sinking. Imagine 1,000 people walking every day and in that place.
It's not going to help.
That is damaging. That's the reason now they already closed since last year. In the pyramid, you know, making like a snake.
Yeah, I've seen. I've been there.
For example, the temple of the sun. After we go into see, there are 2 open windows.
Yeah.
Each window facing for winter and summer solstices. So June 21st and December 21st, when the sun shines, is through that window inside. So it means when they start the shortest and longest date of the year, like a rotation of the earth, you know, sun comes from different position. Still working now in June, but December not anymore because we are in raining season. Machu Picchu is covered by mist. But the only archaeological remain that happen many evidence every year is in Inca civilizations. All the orientation of the doors of the temples, always looking to the east and the west. Look at the Machu Picchu.
Right.
Machu Picchu's many windows looking to the east and the west. So all days they have illumination with the sunlight. So here we have equinoxes, solstices, many things happens. More is still going up, you can see. So that's the watchtower house to see the enemies.
Oh yeah.
All those terraces that we see in front of you, agricultural terraces. We're growing peanut, chili peppers, sweet potatoes, avocados. And the most important plant we're growing was the coca plant. You know, the coca is to get energy and you don't have a hungry. So that's the old train station that I told you before, you know, the buses before just running from there to Machu Picchu. Are good drivers, yeah? 2 floors houses. So the first floor was like a bedroom, but the second floor is storage house. Many open windows for ventilation.
Yeah.
How you can go to the second floor? From another side.
Oh right.
From the back of the houses.
On the back.
So wood, bamboo,
Yeah.
after they plastered the clay. So workers, servants were living here. Maybe the workers of the industrial section, because the circuit 3 in the upper part there are like a large buildings was like a factory. So means the workers, maybe they were living here. So people who work in that industrial sections. So imagine Hiram Bingham, the more percent of artifact he took to the Yale University, it was here. 40,000 artifacts, still nowadays in Yale University. 30% they already returned to Cusco in 2011. The 70% still is in Yale. That's happening everywhere, not just here in Peru.
Egypt.
The Englands, they took from Egypt, you know it. You are from England. And moon star and constellation. It's like nowadays, if you want to see the eclipses, how you can use it? You can use it with your sunglasses.
Yeah.
But those people were using these astronomical mirrors.
Okay.
So these astronomical mirrors, the base is flat. But if you see, like these astronomicals look like a base, like a concave, we're using for granting some crops, some medicinal plant. Inside of the temple or the royal palace of the king, they are very similar like that one. But in there, the base is concave. We're using for granting.
Yeah.
But here is more astronomical because this place was open space. You know Zenith? Zenith. Zenith is like 2 times a year with our sun.
Right.
Goes very far from the land. 2 times a year. That happened February 14th. Like at 12 o'clock, the sun straight exactly in this astronomical units. That happened last week. Water supply, the 500 people were living here in Inca's time.
Yeah.
¿Qué están haciendo las mujeres? Que vayan a la cocina. ¿Qué tal, Jaime?
So that's us back down. It's pretty unreal that to see. So that's 6 out of 7. So I've just got the Great Wall of China left now. We'll get back to eat in one of these restaurants.